Simply being in Germany was a very emotional thing for me. I hadn't shown there before, and I just felt a little guilty about being a Jew, showing my work, allowing my work to give pleasure to Germans who, could have been part of the Nazis or something like that. It was a very uncontrolled feeling, and I have a lot of regret over it, obviously. But anyway, at my opening, I was just sulking and told the dealer why, and that sort of ended the party.
Yeah, I mean, I never thought it would end, It was like very incredibly glamorous, like skiing with Freddie Heineken in St. Moritz, and, like going through the Black Forest with Mick Blick, the owner of Mercedes, and, I was so young that I just thought, well, this is how my life is going to be, like staying at the Cipriani in Venice, and, being on the, your dad being on the cover of all these magazines and articles being written about us, and going out to dinner with celebrities every night.
Do you think my mom was attracted to that lifestyle of flying around the world and things?
I don't know. I mean, you'd have to ask her. I think she didn't mind it.
Well, what was your relationship based on in the beginning? Would you consider each other an artsy couple?
No, I don't think so. No, because we always have conversations about who's cool. And we never said we're cool. I mean, maybe for a split moment in history of time we were cool. I was on the cover of, no, I wasn't on the cover, but I was in an interview magazine, in 1980 or whatever it was. And, I must have been cool for a split second then, but we would never look at each other and say we're both cool. I used to be friends with Andre Balazs and Katie Ford. Maybe I was cool in that split second, but they're not friends. I mean, I might know them, but they're not my friends. I'm definitely not cool now.
Why not? Why don't you think you're cool?
Well, because coolness is like a way of being. It's almost like a practiced art. It's, you have to be diplomatic, you have to have this look, you have to dress properly. It's like, you just have to have attitude, the right attitude. And I can tell you, honestly, no matter how great an artist I've ever been, I was never cool as an artist. I've never been a cool artist, that's for sure. I mean, I don't feel bad about saying that.
I've always felt that I'm always on just the cusp of fame, because I've known so many famous people, and I live the life of a famous person. I mean, but I do it on no money. I'm just so good at that. I also wear Dolce & Gabbana and Chanel. I've got Andy Warhol and Joseph Beuys art on my wall. I travel where they go. I eat at the same restaurants.
Success is very subjective. You can be, to other people, super happy and rich, and then to yourself, you still can be way unhappy and despairing. So, personally, yeah, I mean, you gotta find a balance between the money, the fame, and and what's inside of you and what's needed to keep you happy. And weigh it all and have a life that gives you pleasure and satisfaction.
I mean, I guess you could say that success, if you're successful, you're famous.
All right.